So last night was round 719 deep 3, and I realized that quite a lot of people participated last night. So anyway, I solved 4 questions A, B, C and D during contest, and for the first time I solved 4 in deep 3. So fingers crossed for good rating changes. And also I solved E this morning, but I found the editorial solution for E was not very clear. So that's why I thought to make a video about E's solution. So let's jump to the question, arranging the SIP. You probably already know the question if you clicked on this video, and if you don't, question link is available in the description. You can go and read it and try it out on your own before watching this video. So let's start. We have a string S of length n. The stars represent ships, so I'll call asterisks as stars, and dots represent blank spaces. In one move you can move any ship. So let's see. So this is your input string S of length n. Here dots represent blank spaces and the stars represent ships. In one move you can move any ship either to right or to left, as long as the place that you are moving it to is empty and is valid. Because if there was a ship here, you can move it to left, right, because it's not valid. Also the places have to be empty, so that will be one move. And what you have to do is you have to bring all these ships close together, like you have, at the end of whatever moves you are going to play, your string should look like this. And you have to find out number of minimum number of moves that you have to use to arrange these ships in contiguous fashion. So how to solve this question? So let's start with some basic observations. So first observation, if there is no ship or there is only one ship, our answer is 0, because if there is no ship you don't need to arrange anything, and if there is only one ship it's already arranged, right? So the second observation, if all the ships are lined up already, so imagine if your input string was already like this, then that means all the ships are aligned next to each other, so then again your answer would be 0. So if all aligned, then again your answer would be 0. Now my question is how to check these 2 points first. So you can take two variables, start -1 and end as -1, then we can iterate through the string once. And if your start is, when you encounter a star, if your start is -1, then you update your start, otherwise you keep updating your end. At the end you check, if both of them are -1, then that will mean that, if that would mean that you haven't encountered any sheep, so your answer would be 0. Or if your start is not -1 and end is -1, that means you have encountered only one sheep, then again your answer would be 0. And one more thing, how to check if all of them are already aligned. So if all of them are already aligned, then this index would be my start index and this index would be my end index. So your end minus start plus 1 would be total count of ships or total count of stars. So you can take another variable cnt, initialize it with 0, and whenever you encounter a star or ship you keep increasing count. So at the end you check that if n minus start plus 1, that means all of them are already aligned, so then again you would return 0. Now these three observations were very basic. So now if you find a string like this, here there are more than one ships and all of them are not aligned, right? So how to solve this kind of question, this kind of test cases? So let me draw it once again. So now on to our third observation, and which is the most important observation of this question. So so the next observation should be that the blank spaces before your first ship. So we have taken the index value start as our index of our first ship and end as the index of our last ship. So this should be start and this should be end. So the next observation is the blank spaces before first ship and the blank spaces after last ship, they are not going to change our answer. Why? Because once you arrange all the ships, your game is over, right? And since the start starts here and ends here, you can align all of them within this space. And if you are able to align them within this space, then why would you move them to right or left? Because if you somehow manage to align all of the ships within this space, then if you move them to left or move them to right, then you are only increasing the number of moves, and all you have to do is count minimum number of moves. So these are the values that are useless to us. So that's why I said that the blank spaces before the starting ship and the blank spaces after the ending ship, they don't matter. So now we know that only thing that is going to affect our answer is this much, right? Okay, so now this question is reduced to, if our string is like this, then what is the minimum number of moves in which you can rearrange them, right? So what we know at this till this point, we know three things. We know start, the starting index of our first ship. We know end, the ending index, the index of our last ship, and another variable count, total number of ships present in the string. Okay, now what we are going to do, I am going to iterate from I start to end. Then I am going to check two things. If my current character is a ship, also I would keep track of another variable left. So what this left variable will store, this left variable will store the number of ships I have encountered till I have reached the ith index. Okay, and also another variable answer that will store our final answer. Both of them are initialized as 0. So when you iterate from start to end, if I see that my current character is a ship, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do simply left plus plus, because I just encountered one more ship. And if this character is a blank space, then I have two options. Then I would check that what is more beneficial for me. That means what will cost me less, whether to bring the ships that I've encountered from left. So imagine you have a blank space here, and what did my left variable store? My left variable store that how many ships I have encountered till now from the start. So what I'm going to check? I'm going to check if there is a blank space here, what will be more efficient for me, if I bring the ships from the left to this point, or if I bring the ships from the right to this point. That means whether should I move the ships towards left or ships towards right. So we know that this value is left, because that's what left stores total number of ships encountered till this index I, and this value will be count minus left, obviously, because total number of ships were count. So if there are left amount of ships in the left side, so that means count minus left will number of ships will be present in the right side. So if you encounter a blank space, then what we are going to do, we are going to add this much value to our answer, minimum of left not and empty minus left. Now you might be wondering, if I add, let's say minimum of these two values is this, what does this mean? Adding this left value to the answer, that means total left number of shifts were present in the left side and I moved them just by one position. Each one of them I just moved them towards right just by one position. Now you must be thinking that this is wrong, right? You don't know, let's say if you encounter this at this index, then you might be asking me that why I am moving these two shifts only by one position, right? This is wrong, because if you move this by one position, this will come here, and if you move this by one position, this will come here. So the reason I am doing moving them only by one position is, this is not the first blank space I will encounter. This is the first blank space I will encounter, and when we are going from start to end, I am building up the solution here. You see, I am adding them to answer. That means the first blank space we have encountered, we have already filled that blank space, or we have already moved our shifts till that blank space. So the next blank space we are going to encounter, we need to move them further only by one space. And how many number of shifts are there that need to be moved by only one space? There are left number of shifts, or depending on what is more efficient, either there are left number of shifts, or there are, or you need to move the shifts from right, that is CNT minus left. So and at the end you are going to simply return your answer. I hope this is clear, and if this is not clear, you can ask me in the comment section. So now let's jump into my code. So I solved 4 questions during contest. That felt really good, and solved it this morning. Okay, so I have taken two variables here, start -1 and end -1, and count equals to 0, which will store total number of shifts. Every time I encounter a shift, I increase the count, and if start is not initialized, that if I haven't encountered any shift yet, then I update my start, or I keep updating my end. So then I check if start equals to -1, that means start equals to -1 means there are no shifts, then my answer would be 0. Or if end equals to -1 means there are only one shift, then again my answer will be 0. And this condition is for if all the shifts are already aligned, then again my answer would be 0. So in these three cases I return 0, otherwise I iterate from start to end. If I encounter a shift, I'll just increase the value of left, that means total number of shifts I have encountered from the start till now is increased by one more value. Otherwise I'll check which of these two things will cost me less. That means if I bring shifts from the left side or start, that would cost me less, or if I bring the shifts from the end, that would cost me less, and you keep increasing the value to your answer, and at the end you return your answer. So I hope you guys understand, or then again if you have any doubts you can ask me in comment section. So let's wait for the result of this round. I'll see you guys in the next one.